illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
I have fixed the gamba. It has been dealt with. Hopefully. I shall await your tests. Hello, everyone. I need to turn myself up. There it is. I also have a tea, and I went for a pee. We're all ready. I got a little bit of water here too. So we're staying hydrated. We got the drinks, but no alcohol today. Not today. Well, at the very least we won't be drinking it, but we may be serving them in this brand new game. Only came out like a week or two ago. If you've heard of it, that's wonderful. It's an indie game, inspired by another indie game that we adore called Coffee Talk. But this game is called Tavern Talk. They are not, trying to hide that they were inspired by Coffee Talk. It is a similar story-driven kind of like visual novel-esque thing where you mix together drinks for adventurers before they go out questing and whatnot. And as you do that, you build friendships along the way. I imagine it will be very sweet. I even auditioned for the trailer for this game back in the day. I didn't get it. Sad. I did not get the role. But it was going to be unlikely either way, because they were like, we're open to any auditions, though we are kind of leaning towards more feminine type of soft tones. And I'm like, great, that is not me, but I'll give it a try anyway. And, good for them. They went with a lovely voice actress with feminine soft tones. And it sounds great. Sadly, there's also no character voices to audition for, so I'm gonna need to do them all myself on stream. I'm fine with it. We've done Coffee Talk before. In fact, we've done 2 Coffee Talks, and at some point I will do Valhalla as well, the other Coffee Talk like game. Anywho, that's a little bit of a rant. Hello, everybody. Hello, Robson. Hello, Sleepless. Sleepless, thank you for the 18 months. Almost missed that. Cheeky Geeky, good afternoon to you as well. How are you? How are you all? Day's been pretty good. I'm glad to hear. Buried and verifying loan files. My least favorite work activity. That sounds like a real pain. You sound great. Me? I sound great? Are you being sarcastic? I don't know what you mean. Have I done something? Let me look at my settings. No, everything seems to be in order. So we've also done a little cheeky thing as well. Earlier, just before I went to get my tea, I did send out a tweet as well. And I did at Tavern Talk Game being like, hey, playing your game. I also auditioned for it. Maybe you remember me? I don't know. Who knows? Probably not. It was a long time ago. But hey, you don't ask, you don't get, right? Right. But it'd be nice to talk to them. It'd be nice to hang out with them. Because I really just dig the aesthetic of this game. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. And it was an honor to be able to audition for it. It's more of a general, you sound great, not a today you sound great. Ah. Aha. I'll take it then. I'll take it. I won't read into it too much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I was supposed to play it last week, which was closer to the original release date of the game. But Oh yeah, no, something popped up where I had to cancel stream entirely. And I was like, what was it again? I can't talk about it, but it was something. And those things just happen sometimes, you know? You gotta roll with the punches. Know what to prioritize. Got to next major boss in Elden Ring expansion? Congratulations. Because you were talking about the voice acting kit for Tavern Talk, said they chose a female voice and she sounds great. Gotcha, I'm with you. You are referencing that and acting as if I was implying that I don't sound great. No. I sound amazing. I'm always great. That's some inflating of my own ego that I certainly need. /S. No. They made the right decision. It's lovely. Should we take a look at it? Or should we just dive into the game? Nah, let's look it up. Let's look at it. It says, a cozy visual novel about running a tavern in a D&D inspired fantasy. Gather rumors, serve magical drinks, and meet adventurers on a life-changing quest. And the music's just stopped as well, so it's perfect timing. Okay, hold on. Bear with. Ba-ba. We don't have a game right now. Oh. What has happened to this? Excuse me? Why have you done this? That's better. Oh, and we can bring Batrista back today. Number 1 fish, gamble all. Hey, Lily. You won. Congratulations. So this is the game we're playing today. Wait, is this the one that has the narration? I'm not sure. I think they've got one without and one with. Doesn't matter. But look at this. Isn't it pretty? I'd live there. Music came out of nowhere. And look at all these characters. Evil person. Seems like this is the one without narration. Would be more of a bartender instead of a batrista? It would. Batender. Oh my god, batender. I will betray my own people. I shall become the batender. Unless it's the... If we add an extra T, then it's the bat tender. Bat tender? Workshop it.
And if I get lost, I know I can return. There's a drink awaiting me at the tavern. Oh, if I get lost, I know I can return. There's a drink awaiting me at the tavern.
Now this is sweet. Look at all these characters they've got. I have no idea how I'm going to voice any of them. This guy seems like the Shadow the Hedgehog type. So that one will be easy enough. We got Vampire Boy. We could give him typical like Eastern European Transylvania vampire accent. That's fine. There's so many. This one looks like how I sort of imagined one of those Critical Role characters being, the gnome. Yeah, maybe I'll need to pull in some other potential voice actors to help me out with these many characters. What was the other one? We got the other one? Is this the one with the narration?
The Wayfarer's Inn is a place where you meet a cast of colourful adventurers. Mix magical drinks to help your patrons succeed on their quests.
See, I get it.
Listen to stories,
they probably didn't want
gather
my
rumours,
dark
and forge
vibes.
them into new quests.
Oh yeah, and you make quests as well, I forgot. right, because you post the quests in your tavern and they accept
Explore
them.
the stories of more than 18 different characters that are visiting your tavern.
18! That's too many voices. That's so many voices.
Experience a game about found family, and with a lot of nerdy humor. Dive into a new fantasy world with a deep lore and a big mystery to uncover. Don't forget to pet your dragon familiar. They're
Oh, it's a
doing such an
dragon.
amazing job slapping up all your mistakes. Tavern Talk, coming this June.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to play that game. Bear with, as I have to now set it up. I do have it downloaded, right? I do. Did they want FemVA for possible BG3 angle? I think it's just something a bit more friendly, comforting. Whereas if it's me, it's like, there's 18 characters. You're going to love them all. It's a bit intimidating. Like some gloom to my fantasy, I'm fully aware. Fully aware. Oh! I got it set up straight away. Look at that. Papa! Tavern Talk. Wanted. Hello, handsome. Whoever this is, they're cutie pie. Alright. Hopefully it all looks good on your end. Do we bring up Batrista? I know he's now going to be more of a bard. That's Hades. That's not what I wanted. I know he's more of a bartender now. Okay, let's take away the display capture and just have this on instead. There we are. And we'll go and... Where did I put Batrista? There you are. Should be fine. Yes, I could have done all of this beforehand. But no, I haven't. Am I blinking? Yes, good. So... Bartender. Bat-tender? Bat-tender? It doesn't roll off the tongue like Batrista. Which is a real shame. Not look at a sunflower same way after this boss. I've not really seen anything of the Elden Ring DLC. All I know is that people are having a wonderful time with it, and I'm glad to hear that. Rumor has it, this spicy potion could make a warrior out of anyone, and its enhanced strength, even the heaviest weapons or logs, can be lifted. What? Oh, it's an example for the language. Gotcha. That's nice. I think I like the default speed. It's not super fast. And it also, like, emphasizes a little pause on commas and full stops. I dig that. Turn it down just a little, but we don't know exactly how loud everything is going to be from the menu. Animated text, font size. I think a little bigger. A little bigger makes it a bit easier on my old man eyes. Large journal UI. Nah. Wanted wall? Who is this? Oh, they're all lovely. Wanted, Leon. Made an atrocious drink that could knock almost anyone out by the horrible taste alone. Wanted, Roz Wind Driver. Used magic to awaken the bar stools, which then unionized and walked out. Ah, shit. How many are there? Oh, there's a lot. She's a cutie. So she. Oh, there's so many. Are these the devs? Oh, or maybe these are backers. These could be backers. Yeah, it's probably backers because this one doesn't have a name. Gotta be. Okay. Enough stalling. Let's play the game. Welcome, everyone, to Tavern Talk. Ooh. Oh. We'll go here.
Once upon a time in a world far, far away, in a realm ruled by dragons and magic. Well, actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia, not that far away, there was a tavern. My tavern. A place for anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment.
What's going on with the door?
A place open to everybody. Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper. My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests. To make sure they always return victorious. Big shoes to fill, I know. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
Wonderful. Oh, our first customer. Hiya, innkeeper. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? Fable is a lovely name. All fine and dandy. Yes, all fine and dandy. Who was, Oh, I've forgotten the name of the girl in Coffee Talk 2, the one with the blue hair. That was a... Banshee? But I believe the green-haired girl in Coffee Talk 1, her name was Faye. Fable. Very similar. Potentially inspired. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Keep cooking? I mean, I do know that Coffee Talk inspired this game massively, so I'm sure there's probably Easter eggs and hints and things dotted throughout the game. What was the Banshee's name called in Coffee Talk 2? I really can't remember. Ah, it's fine. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Are you a druid? Ranger? Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster. Oh, or a mushroom mimic. Maybe a gnome. Did it? No. But I got to take another walk around the grove. Riona, according to the wiki. Thank you, Robson. Alright, so it wasn't Riona. I wonder then if any of these characters will have, like, resemblances or even just, like, echo characters from Coffee Talk in some way. How was it? Great! I got to see the same stones, the same trees. The same amaranthine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon. The same moss. I even got to water the asters. I didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy. Very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Oh, no. Oh. I didn't know that. No worries. I mean, I never told you. Okay, if there's any nuts in any of the drinks, we can't give it to Fable. Gotta keep that in mind. But hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut, just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, I think that counts as a mistake. So, what you're saying is that you're missing some spice. Killeth Kill. Fancy having you here. Thank you for the hydrate. Killeth, actually, you would do an excellent job in voice acting some of these characters, I think. You have a wonderful voice. So, well, I'll open the door if you want to, but don't worry if you don't. Hey, that's fine. Also, hello. Sorry to ambush you like that. Thank you for the hydrate. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to Tavern Talk. Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. Oh no. Fable plays League of Legends. We have to save her. Send her on a different kind of adventure. I'm like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, oh, wrong voice. Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Thank you. Sure, if you want me to try, I can one day. Nods, nods. Hey. I'm up for it. We've literally only just started the game. This is the very first interaction with any of the characters. If you like, you can hop in. We can hop into a voice channel. But again, no pressure whatsoever. It's a-okay. Also, let me give you a shout out as well, because you don't know Killy. How did we meet? Was it through Hunt Showdown? I think it was through Hunt Showdown. Probably through Ashhound or Kiwi. Nordic vampire VTuber. Very lovely. Bat themed as well. Worth checking out. What if I'm playing in a few minutes? Oh, what if I'm playing in a few minutes? What are you playing? What are you up to? Oh, maybe you're streaming in a few minutes. Gotcha. Maybe next time. Alright, have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Yeah. Have you tried adding some zest? Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Oh gosh. Yes, I think that's the point. I'm afraid of heights, and of people, and of actors. And apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not the telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I've never lived through anything? What do you mean? Day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to this song I started writing. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. Oh. A pretty nymph, that's pretty daring. Of course it is. That's the point. Finding them enjoying themselves in the water. The sun shining through the treetops, making the stream glisten in fragmented light. A divine beauty. I'd love to sing about the exciting magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Character information. That in here? Oh, it is. Fable. Fable Verafina. Kin, elf, age 110, pronounced they, them. Class, ranger, background, Ashen Grove. Neutral good. Oh, characters have an alignment. I guess very D&D. Arcana, the Hanged Man. Ah. Does everyone have their own tarot card? Fable Verafina is a ranger taking care of the Ashen Grove. They're a sweet and gentle soul and a regular at the Wayfarer's Inn. They dream of being an adventurer, but are troubled by severe anxiety about, well, everything, really. Their nut allergy probably doesn't help either. That's nice. Some 7 days experimental. Oh, enjoy 7 days to die. I have another stream friend called Jackdaws. Jackdaws of Midgard. That plays 7 Days to Die almost exclusively. So I hope you enjoyed as much as they do. Hello, Bunny. BRB forgot my drink. You can't forget your drink, Bunny. You gotta have a drink here. Everyone, hey, if you don't have a drink right now, go get yourself something. Get yourself some water, maybe a cup of tea, maybe a little alcoholic bevy, if you have got one available and you are of age. They'll be here lurking. Osmo needs to look them up. Yeah. Yeah, they're good peoples. Very good peoples. Anywho, back to it. I hope you're doing well, Bunny. Thanks for hopping in. Because you're a bunny. I'm hilarious sometimes. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay. Maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Ugh, why do I keep getting this mixed up? Thank you for the reminder, Fable. Thank you. Alright, I'll have some water. Thank you, Pango. Now do a little stretch. It's my favorite. Oh, it always makes me feel like a feather-light nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. I hope you liked that. Line delivery from very far away. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Ha ha ha. Both? Understandable, Fable. But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering. I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes. Really? Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. This is beautiful. To have a drink mixing nook like this one. It's been a hot minute since I've been in here. No, it hasn't. It's only been like, what, a week? But it's always nice to see you, Pengu. Nothing like work switching my schedule without asking if I was okay with it. Ooh. I hope you can get it switched back, or at least maneuver it to something a bit more agreeable. Otherwise, I hope you had a fantastic opener to your week, Bingo. So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and mash for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with the sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, I don't know which is which, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Okay. So this is strength? No. Dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, charisma. There's a crown on this one, so yellow is charisma. Oh, if I hover over them, it tells me what they are. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna figure it out. Strength, defense, intelligence, because there's probably a brain somewhere. No? Well, that's a feather, at the very least, so that is obviously dexterity. Okay. Hello, Andu. Oh. I got an achievement for petting Andu for the first time. Hi, buddy. The glass is empty. Time to get started. Okay. So it was just 3 dexterity, huh? Swift strike. Be a leaf on the wind with the swift strike. This must-have for any dexterity-devoted adventurer. Grants you agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy. And a tasty drink. With an order this delicious, you'll exceed any dwarf's kill count in no time. Lord of the Rings, I'm pretty sure. Okay, dexterity would be this one. So we go, bloop, no? Oh. 1, 2. We go all the way up. Like that. That's like 3. That doesn't look the same. So we need a little bit of intelligence as well. Okay. This drink is not finished yet. So we do a little bit of this. Bloop. Is that right? Yes. And then a little bit of defense. Swift strike. Got it. Another achievement. Make your first drink. Whoa. Wow, it actually does teleport. Do wisdom for ranger, casting attributes? I guess that would be under intelligence, right? Because they don't have wisdom specifically. Maybe they just put it into one. But yeah, makes sense to me. And a little bit of defense, but mostly dex build. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste.
That's delicious. I made that.
You made that.
Thank you for showing me the ropes.
Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you?
Maybe, but how would I know if I never try?
Do you actually want to try?
Well, yes. I want to tell great stories, but...
But what?
Never mind.
So I think she's a little frozen by her anxieties and fears to do the things that she wants to do, which is a very common thing. But, you know, I know it's easier said than done, but, you know, it's worth trying anyway. Being brave is an action. Being scared is an emotion. Right? Or something along those lines? Oh, hello. We have Edgy Boy here. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific. Thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure. Whatever. Ooh. Mysterious rogue boy. Okay. Was it, spoken... Oh. Spoken heart. Sweet and sparkling in taste, the spoken heart will bring your deepest feelings bubbling to the surface. Your newfound sincerity, confidence, and many heartfelt words will work wonders in boosting your persuasive abilities. A charismatic boost, great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. So much edge I can shave on them. That's how we like them. Let's leave... actually, hold on. Let's mix it up. We'll do one defense first. Like that. And then we'll do one strength. No. Well. And we'll do the rest of these. That's two. One more. Ta-da! I wish we could, like, mix it up. No, oh well, I guess it does it like that. This should be digestible. Maybe even tasty. Wait a minute. This is a reference. It's Day of the Tentacle, right? I think that's a Day of the Tentacle reference. Same color scheme. Now I'm on the lookout for more in the background. Not sure that I see any at the minute. If you guys see anything, shout them out to me. Wait a minute, this has got to be something. That is a spatula leg. I don't know where that's from, but that's certainly something. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Oh. Rumor unlocked, Song of Bones and Water. Oh, alright. Quest. No? Ah, rumor. A banshee is haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones. Hopefully, hyperbole. You just kind of stick it anywhere. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable?
Just dreams.
Yours or someone else's?
Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that?
Isn't that up to you?
I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do.
And is that what you want to do?
Yes. No. Not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure. Boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me.
Then you should do what your heart desires.
Will it stop aching then?
I think so, yes.
What if it's wrong to leave, though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave?
What if it did?
That would be a dream come true.
Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you.
Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day.
Oh, that was nice. She's anxious. Ooh. Big old moon? And a werewolf lady? Lichen, perhaps? Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep. We're gonna give her, like, the orc lady voice from Coffee Talk. Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. You can call me Care, or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Care. Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the things with the quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No. No quest for me. But I may have one for you. Or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Terragon. Triggerin. Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart. The whole program. Werewolf? That's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade. And that was far south in Arave? Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up, like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Wink. Twilight. Think so? Nah, that just splits society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. Which one are you, Innkeep? Which one are you, Innkeep? I gotta say team werewolf, right? She's right in front of me. And I am Betsy. I gotta say team werewolf. Go against the grain. Is it the fur or the backs? Oh, she licked her lips. Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp more so. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, that's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you that you could pass as a werewolf? Yes, all the time. At least twice a day. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Okay, so there's like some kind of distinct line between whatever Kaelin is. Oh, sorry. Are you in here? Oh, she's a Vukakin. Vukakin? Class Beast Slayer. Chaotic Good. Arcana, the Chariot. She, her. 36. 6 years older than me. From Erevar. Yeah, so there's some kind of distinction between the two, where werewolves are more wild and, you know, barbarian-esque. Or maybe more akin to their wolf counterparts, whereas Vukakin are more civilized. It's a good 2.5 hours of my forehead versus that boss. Here, you did it. You got the sunflower. 36, why well, hello there, Kaelin. Ah, I can't wiggle my eyebrows on this PNG tuber model, but I can in real life. Werewolves are all chaotic evil according to D&D? Ah. Who cares about D&D's rules? You make up the rules yourself. I have some, not necessarily chaotic evil werewolves in my campaign. They just have different agendas, that kind of thing. Aren't they basically feral most of the time? Guess that depends on the world. Yeah. Well, yeah, we read that already. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Nah, don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that's Southern Werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me. Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works. On any dog. Trust me. Would it work on you, Kaelin? Because you're looking pretty fetch, if I do say so myself. That's some old lingo. Nobody says fetch anymore. Good to know. Thanks, Lynn. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. What does she look like to us? Is she Care, Lynn, or Kaelin? Care or Kaelin? That's why homebrew is more fun. My old group, hi Nishi, I DM4, saved a poor dude from lycanthropy. I didn't make them evil, just kind of cursed a bit. For sure. Kaelin, the whole thing. How goes chill game? It's very chill. We've only just started. Although we are an hour into the stream now already. But it's nice. We've served, well, 2 drinks to 2 customers. And then we've met this lady as well. Who isn't a werewolf. No. Don't get them confused. Kaelin? Alright. Hi, Chief. You got a name, or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. You can call me Batterista, though, if you really want to. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, and before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like?
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Buddy, thank you for gifting a sub to Nishi. That's so sweet of you. You didn't need to do that. Thanks so much. Oh, Bunny, I love you. I love you too. That was before the sub. Wow. Nishi sliding into Bunny's DMs. I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered down muck instead. I like the voice that I gave her. Kind of gruff. Very fighter-esque, I think. Is this one? Oh, wait, I didn't even check the recipe. I just kind of assumed that it would be strength. Well, it is 3 strength. The Southern Brawler is the perfect combination of offense and defense. Dominated by the piquante aroma of Ignis, this drink is served fiery hot or ice cold, depending on the kind of fight you're looking for. I like it. I like these descriptions. Can we pour? Can we pour? We're gonna do 2, and then we're gonna do a 1, and then we're gonna do a 1, and then a 1. Beautiful. Southern Brawler. Look at us go. Now they can talk again. Hell yeah. Poppin' Batsy, poppin' Sfeel. A drink with 0 water, as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Abs back west, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will ya? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Undead snails! Holy shit, that's a hilarious combination. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. It's certainly unconventional. What? No water? Well, I have water. Thank you, Nishi. I've already finished my tea. I couldn't help myself. A posture check and a stretch? Health break? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. We're good. I did a stretch not too long ago, so none of my bones clicked this time. Dead snails. Sometimes people come up with amazing ideas. You just gotta like combine 2 things that you wouldn't think would usually be combined, and it makes it so much more interesting. Okay. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. I think I nailed Kare's voice, to be honest. You started this conversation, which I don't usually do, and I'm ending it. Alright, well then. If you find any more rumors for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. Don't do groups. But sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. She's got a hard exterior, but I'm sure she's soft on the inside. We'll get her into a party eventually. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. No. I could use some help. Fine. I guess I got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. This is where I sort all the rumors I've collected. We've got 5 already? No way. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. I think the best next step would be sorting the matching snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select that quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it. Thank you for your help, Kellen. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Oh, she left. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. So it's just color-based then. So these ones are all like whitish grey, so they'd all be the same, and then that's a purpley blue, and then that's a yellow. Gotcha. 2 exams left this summer. I'm so done with uni. You've got this, Sleepless. Is this... No, yeah, you've got masters still to do, right? So like 1 more year, and then you're done? A werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. Apparently no dog can resist the urge to run after a stick. The werewolf previously has been seen in Erever, a southern town. A nomad, or do they have a goal in mind? The Vukakin, Kaelin, told me about a werewolf who is roaming around Tregarin, a potential threat to villagers. A banshee is haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones, hopefully hyperbole. And an unusual amount of undead seem to be haunting the west. Undead snails are being accused of eating crops. This apparently poses a problem. Okay, so then if we start with this, and then that one is second, and then that one is third. A werewolf on detours. A reticent Vukakin passed by the Wayfarer's Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way up to Triagrin from Erever. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently, werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest and save Trigarin from this werewolf mayhem? Struggling with that place name. Cool. 1 more year after this. You'll soon be free. Ah, it's the end of the night. I like that there is a day-night cycle. You do both. Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn. 2, Prelude to Bravery. 58th of the Wake. So is it like springtime, I guess? Also, we had a little sheep. Can I talk to the jackdaw? I was going to say crow, it's a jackdaw. Quest taken. What do you have there, Faber? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregarin. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday. Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? I thought she was accusing me. What kind of hero are you? You should do it yourself. One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even. Preferably one who's good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. I'm good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around the woods. I know, Fable. And? Maybe I want the quest? Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been thinking about, or all I've been able to think about, is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests. You live in a forest.
And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier, because they are also human. You've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet.
And then?
I didn't think that far ahead.
I see.
Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf, or talk to the werewolf, which is worse.
You are so Gen Z. Talking to people? Unheard of. Terrifying.
Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? What if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead? And the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf.
That took a quick turn.
So maybe I should put the quest back.
Fable?
Yes?
Do you want me to tell you to take the quest?
Maybe.
I can't make this decision for you.
Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place.
Oh, Fable. You are speaking to me more than you could possibly know.
And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime. A frozen slime that can't move.
I've met slimes less anxious than you.
You met slimes?
My tavern is open to everyone.
Oh, right. What do slimes drink?
Water. More slime. Bones.
You sell bones?
Only to slimes.
Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. I'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor.
I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Probably not the best thing to say. Why are you so anxious, Fable?
In general? I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare.
About taking the quest. Seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead.
Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses. But it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods. The world. The worms.
The worms?
They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy.
Is there something making you feel like you might fail?
Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf.
We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice.
It might. Well, heroes have a history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amaranthine Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Oh, Fable.
Fable. Oh, Fable. I feel like I've had this conversation 1,000 times. Why does no one want to spend time with you?
Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be. Nothing seems easy enough for me.
Wow, okay, but listen. It's alright. It's okay. It's okay to be nervous and anxious.
Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it except for me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat.
Did that happen once?
Once? I wish it had been just once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things.
You're too harsh on yourself, Fable.
Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming, and they make for a nice bouquet, you know. Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day doing afterwards?
Weeping?
Like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken.
I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable.
It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears won't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes.
Oh, we talk about all of them. Okay, that's good. She is adorable. I'll give that, cheeky geeky. Or they're adorable. First encounter with the Hydra.
Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the dream plane Avalon. I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits.
Oh, that's very sweet.
I burned them a little in the oven. But I thought since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthine Hydra. And I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around. And how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly.
I can picture it so well. It's very sweet.
It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things as changing as Leviathan's sea. All chimeras hate mice. All hydras love tea. I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthine Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left. And I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore and I ran back, apologized and begged it for the answer. Turns out, that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea.
Did you get it some?
Yes.
Then you completed its quest.
3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died.
Woodhalves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing.
I suppose you have a point.
Okay, the Mary Morgan incident. What's this one about?
Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. That was probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. Do we really have to talk about that?
Only if you want to.
All right, but just because it's you. An adventuring party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. Can we look at the map? There is. Ow, okay, there's a lot.
Ashen Grove is right next door Oh. Wait, where are we? There we are. Wayfarer's Inn. It's down here, like the southern area of the Northern Republic. The Ashen Grove is in the very north. The quest is at this area. That's Tregorin. Very unique charm to it, with expansive fields of wheat that sway in the gentle breeze all around town. Okay. Zenith. They've really built out this world. I wonder if you visit all of these areas with quests and things. There's quite a lot. Amber Isles, that sounds lovely. Fair Weather. Copper Archipelago. Molia. I dig it. Islands? Alright, last one.
Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So, they wanted guidance from a local ranger. Merchant up in Tregorin recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure. Yay! And no riddles to get confused about either. I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So, of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves.
Why were you so nervous?
New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way.
How did it go wrong?
I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me. I'd led them astray. I must have blacked out. I've never got lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well. There was blood rushing in my ears, and I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shiver Mere.
Mere? Shiver Mere.
Home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men. Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though.
Ooh, wait. Could that also be... It is a banshee haunting the Lonesome Lagoon. Huh. Okay. We have a second part to the quest.
For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. But I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of everyone on their, every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quag Mangrove.
Another one, three-headed beast.
They say it has a taste for adventurers.
But you didn't.
But I didn't.
You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here.
But how can I not be, when everything I touch falls apart?
You know that isn't true.
You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me. But I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. Those are easy.
Get a big old pot, and then water them every now and then you got some zucchinis. Or courgettes, as we call them.
So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of.
You'll have to find that out then.
Like, on a quest.
For example?
Don't you think I'm a little underleveled?
Do you think that will change by sitting around?
I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better?
The best thing you can do is to try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2. And who knows, you might even end up forming a party.
Oh.
And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever.
I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I am a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I could just run away real quick.
That's the spirit.
Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and, future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right?
Yes, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey?
Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Ha ha ha.
It's D&D.
Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy. Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I'll leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing.
Interesting. So it's not only like in Coffee Talk, where you have the correct drink and every other drink is wrong. They give you options of correct drinks, which then affect how, like specifically how they deal with the quest. I reckon charisma is probably the way to go. Give her strength to throw stick good. No. I don't want this girl to be eaten by a werewolf. Bless her heart. So I'm leaning towards charisma. But you can then just purposely fail every time, right? And then, I guess, run out of patrons. Or just see how things turn out for them. Ooh. Well, that's intelligence and charisma. Spoken heart, swift strike. So can we make spoken heart with any ingredients as long as it's got 3 charisma? So maybe we do like 2 dexterity and then... No, it's probably not like that. We'll do another spoken heart. That's fine. Do 1 charisma. And then we will do... I'm going to try. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We'll do 1 dexterity. And then 1 charisma. And then 1 dexterity. And then 1 charisma. What's this? Okay, it doesn't see it as anything. That's a shame. There you go, bud. I'll keep that layer. Got an achievement for using Andu to bin a drink. Okay, so we need strength to throw the stick. Makes sense to me. And then we need... What was the other one? Defense. Defense is good too, although we'll do one more charisma first. Have the nice layering to it. Spoken Heart. Look at that. Looks like a fancy lemonade. Pretty sure Andu is a Warcraft reference. It very well may be. That one will go over my head. But it could be. This should do it.
Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. Barming. No, wait. That sounds like I'm tending to a farm.
There are a lot of farmers in Triggering.
And I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. Just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I need to get started.
You got this, Fable.
I'll try.
Have some faith in yourself.
Okay, I got this.
Much better.
Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, so...
So?
I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant.
Ooh. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us.
Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks.
They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later.
Oh, of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with them sometime. But first I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory.
You got this, Fable. Ooh. Maybe Elvish in general? I have no idea. And it was a kind of, nothing word in Darnasian. Hello, Nige. Welcome in, bud. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Welcome to the tavern. What can I get you? You must have a drink. That is the legal requirement of being in this tavern. I hope Fable will be all right. I wonder what path their fate took. Maybe a zesty one. I hope I was able to help. Ah. Roguish man. Ruby ale? Ooh, that sounds nice. On a hot day? Well, it's not been too hot today. It's a little overcast. But a warm day. That sounds delicious. God reminded me of the Summon Fire Atronach. 20 fire resist potions meme. Skyrim, right? Please and thank you. You got it. You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? That's Spoken Heart. One tasted fine. Thank you. Well, we did just make one. So we can make another. I think I got it memorized from last time. Ta-da! Amazing. People down bad for Fire Atronach model? Ah, yes. That would make sense with the fire resist potions. Yep. A Spoken Heart, just for you. Maybe it will help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Charming. That's that day over. Oh. Oh. A dwarf lady and a vampire. Hold on. Just wanted to look at my stuff. According to the Amaranthine Hydra, a chimera's hatred for mice is a universal truth. Maybe it just reminded with ice? Or rhymed with ice? Who could say? Wyvern Chimera resides in the Quag Mangrove. Adventurers beware, you might be on its menu. How the hell are these two connected? A Hydra and a Chimera? What? And then you got these two down here. And that one up there. Hmm. What happens if you full send like 5 drinks down, Andu? I can give it a try. Careful, you'll step on my cape. Or shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Ugh, not another one of those empty blabbers. I can confidently say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems they've given you some more dialogue options than most. But that don't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Probably forgot to give you enough intellect. Would surprise me if there actually was a brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Going from Scottish to vampire is a little more difficult than I thought. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree. You look more delicious than they usually do. Thank you. Though I should let you know, I'm not on the menu. He was crying, teary-eyed. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? There, my cape. Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fella on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Aye, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? Yeah, just did. Or rather, you just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story and your names. Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I am Sir Alphonse Louis Frederic Duquette d'Ursang. I don't think that was too bad, to be honest. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. What? Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood! Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. We have red. Chimera's hatred for mice. Oh, yes. Yes, that was that. Yeah, how they were connected. So is this game Dungeon Meshy from the barkeeper's perspective? It could be. It could be, in a sense. Mel and I have just started watching Dungeon Meshy. We're 2 episodes in, and we like it quite a lot. It's very charming. I'm enjoying this. Me too. Me too. Wonderful client, out the door, and don't come back, client. you gotta have a pissed off dwarf somewhere in your adventuring party, right? Love Dungeon Meshi? Yeah, it's a good time. So it's just gotta be red, but we can... Oh. Oh no, we do have one that we have to make. Is it... Oh, it's Southern Brawler again. Southern Brawler is the perfect combination of offense and defense, dominated by the piquante aroma of Ignis. This drink is served fiery, hot, or ice cold, depending on the kind of fight you're looking for. So we go... I think this time we're going to do like a triple red nonsense. So we'll start with a little charisma. And we'll go a little bit blue, a little red. Well, a lot of red. And that's Southern Brawler. Although, we didn't actually give him the whole thing last time. So let's see if there's something about giving him many pitchers of alcohol all at once. But saying that, I don't know if this is alcohol. This time pissed off a dwarf in Total War. There were none after 10 turns. Oh no. Dungeon Meshi is the best. I got so much artwork from a con recently for it. I even had a commission of Leos done by an artist whilst I walked around. Which one is Leos? I'm only 2 episodes in. Maybe I've not met them yet. Okay. Andu doesn't seem to be phased by the copious amounts of liquid we're giving him. Blonde-haired man character? Is he like the main dude? Huh. Go green. Do one more. Totally forgot his name. Yes? Okay. He has a good time. I like it. There's no achievement or anything for overdosing Andu. Ta-da! Oh. That dragon got that dragon in him. Of course. Some almost blood for you, sir. Door, thank you very kindly. This looks delicious. She's a very smiley vampire. It also tastes delicious, very alive. Maybe as a chaser you could let me have a bite. No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Ria Frostgrip. Nice to meet. Yeah, Skep. She's really treating us like an NPC, huh? Well, just serve me something strong. Something that feels durable, tough, like a mountain or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. She really just said skip to me. God damn. Frosted Lagoon. The Frosted Lagoon protects you from any physical and spiritual harm and cools you down on even the hottest of summer days. It even offers additional UV protection. What more could you ask for? That sounds perfect. I'll take a dozen. So we do triple blue. And then we do a little bit of charisma. And a little bit of strength. Ooh. A taste of just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, I hit in the placeholder text. Let me try. I see many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a bar of rocks, just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me, deep in the mountains of Dolvmere. Dolvmere?
Not sure. With my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding me own business, digging for the good stuff, you know. Had a gold vein earlier, and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly, this big ooze comes along and slurp. Gone it was. Kyle? This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills you. Oh, right.
Did the ooze also eat the cape?
Yes. No. Oh.
I don't know if I want to, like... Because he seems so... I don't know. So prim and proper. I don't know if I want to give him, like, a very... I say him. Kyle. Don't know if I want to give Kyle a very over-the-top British accent, because I feel like it would also suit them.
Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took my shovel, and dug, and hit, and dug, and hit, until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing.
So, did you dig out your gold?
Let me give it a try. Silly food, she dug it out, or rather, she dug out me.
Wait, did you call me food? These two are fucking rude. Oh, Rhea.
And guess what he was clinging on to?
The gold.
Oh yes, a big gold nugget. Should be enough to get me to Baruvia.
Undecided. British or vampire? What do you guys think?
And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We have a deal. We did. Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get you to Baruvia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return I get the gold. But what about my cape?
Where did you last see your cape?
Don't even bother, it's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fort cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put my capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land?
Narnia? What?
No.
Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you.
We could? Phenomenal.
British? I like your take on vampire. Really? Okay, one for vampire, one for British. Vampire, someone else will probably come along that a British accent will work better for. You're probably right. You're probably right. I'll switch back to vampire for now. Vampires aren't quite evil enough to bring out the British.
But they're so upper class.
Usually. He's got such a good posture as well. A lot of the folks you want to act like a child, you get treated like one. Wait, what did I miss? Just working in a grocery shop, but some people are just born different. Oh, I've missed something for sure. Dang. Seems like you're maybe not having a great time, Lily. Sorry to hear that. I could put out a quest for you, but for that we'd need a little more information.
Good luck with that.
First, I'd need to know where you last saw your cape.
I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Thrat in Baruvia.
While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. And what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? I think maybe I was stumbling a little bit because Kyle has such a different sort of like personality and stature to Vampire Boy in Coffee Talk, who is very kind of like quiet and a bit emo, and yeah, sort of keeps to themselves a bit. Whereas Kyle seems to be more eccentric, I'd say. So maybe we just bring that out a bit more. Astarion like Vampire Kyle is? Yes. You're right, Nige. You are right. More eccentric. My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape. So, okay, hold on. We're going to find the cape. He's going to come in and be like, I'm wearing my cape. And then there's going to be nothing different about it. Because, of course, the cape is invisible. That's exactly what's going to happen in this game. Will be a gag. To show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampiric Countess Evelyn, residing in Marrow Castle. That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape! Nah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape! What now? That little mean, vicious, beautiful beast her. That thief of thieves robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No. I had that taken out centuries ago, but my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps, innkeeper. That's your name, right? No. Oh, my deepest apologies. What is it then? I don't think it's time for that yet. Names are valuable currency after all. Oh, wait a minute. Are we a devil? Or a demon? Not wanting to give out our real name, in case it gives power over us. Or some types indeed. But you mustn't be so mysterious to a new friend. All my friends call me innkeeper. In that case, I shall not disrespect your wishes. Well then, innkeeper, do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn, Queen of Darkness, Temptress of Men, Flamenco Champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. Or Fae? That's true, yes it is Fae as well. Actually, I think it's more so Fae, isn't it? And you have power over their names, you can like summon them if you know their name. Having all the fun I can get, it's the rude ones that come to my bar you should feel sorry for. Oh dear. I'm glad you're not letting it get you down, Lily. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Okay, here we go. Keep quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Alright, let's have a look. I love doing these kinds of streams, but goddamn, is it taxing always going between voices here and there. I'll know what you're gonna say. Batsy, you're a voice actor, don't complain. I'm like, yeah, but it still gets tiring. But it is fun. Let's do another Frosted Lagoon. I'm glad at least we do have these periods of making a drink. Even if it's relatively short, I can take a brief pause from speaking in character. This is right, yeah? Yeah. Huh. Let's go. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I am consumed with the thoughts of my love's betrayal. Or it ails me so. Everything ails ye. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bad form doesn't work like it used to. Preach. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. By the dragons could it be, because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, all right, innkeeper. Do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Though, well, no. This one said that gives UV protection. That reminds me, my Aunt Mathilda used to harness the power of a chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? Vampire sunscreen. A thing, beast, made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Nah. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I could have asked for a sample of its saliva. You ate the bear chimera. This is Dungeon Meshy. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Though. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rare, please, we can alter our deal. Oh, nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as the fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say, innkeep, while we wait for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real boy one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. No, I shan't. I shall remain an internet personality forevermore. Never to be real. You too tasty creature. Good night. So many rumors. Holy shit. We've barely started. Okay. So we actually have enough for 2 quests now. Real boy, do they not know you're an old man? Oh, I've been punched in the gut. Damn you, Nige. Quick Vampire's looking for his cape. He seems a bit confused. Wanted to go for a stroll in the sun. Oh my god, they've got the cool S's. That's rad. I love it. Well, it's kind of... Yeah, the bottom one is the cool S. The top one is like similar, but not quite. At the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak resides Countess Evelyn, the vampiric temptress of men. Be wary of invisible threats. The vampire last saw his cape on his wedding day, before he was wed to Countess Evelyn. Hey there, Evelyn. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his camp. Try again. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the long-lost cape. But be aware, she might be invisible. Ooh. You nearly broke your nose yesterday. What were you up to? Okay. A wyvern chimera resides in the Quag Mangrove. Adventurers beware, you might be on its menu. Okay. And then according to Amaranthine Hydra, Chimera's hatred for mice is a universal truth. Or maybe it just rhymed with ice, who can say? And the one thing that stands a chance against the grueling curse of the sun is Chimera saliva, apparently. Source, Aunt Mathilda. A vampire? Until sunrise. Deep in the Quag Mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist. Its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that even he could walk in raw daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva? A bucket of saliva. Lovely. Quits Elden Ring. Damn, I wish I could do more Elden Ring right now. I'm not going to stop you, Sleepless. Picked up a muffler off the floor, hit ahead of garage door. Getting up, recoiled from that and swung up the muffler into my face. Why? Why would you do all of that, Nige? You silly goose. I hope you're not feeling too hurt. And hopefully the nose actually isn't broken. That would be really bad. Look at this little dragon. Little dragon on a table next to the sheep. Ah. Lovely scene. The Wayfarer's Inn, new friends and former enemies. 59th of the Wake. Former enemies. Isn't, you think? Maybe get it checked, if you need to. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some Fey crystals and frozen pine cones. How we get those Fey crystals, though? Are we Fey? This is another sign pointing us to be Fey. I don't like it. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Diplomacy is key. Got achievement. Oh, look at these two coming in at the same time. Doing hobby stuff with cars, didn't realize the up and over door wasn't up enough. Nice. Well, you're not going to do it again. So, Innkeep, a drink for me and this lanky pal. Oh. It's good to see you too, Carolyn.
She meant to say please.
Welcome back, Fable. You look alive.
Thank you, I am.
It seems like a given. Wait, what just quacked? Was it the jackdaw? I'm just happy to see them doing well, and with a friend. We ain't friends.
We're not?
So you two didn't form a party? No.
Oh.
Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they didn't just help me solve a family feud. Wait. They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them some of your dishwasher, at the very least. Dishwater. I'm really struggling with reading today. Family feud? Steve Harvey?
I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication.
No, it was a feud.
I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility.
I was gonna kill him.
I thought that was a joke.
It wasn't.
Oh.
But no one died. Nah. Alfie here was able to prevent that.
It's Fable.
Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest?
It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf.
Elaborate, please. I was gonna kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot.
I think he is confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. Now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of.
I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Carolyn. I didn't. Was there by chance?
They were both stealing sheep.
Wait, what? They were both stealing sheep? Was not.
Sure was.
Adventuring don't pay what it used to. Oh, you were stealing sheep.
So you steal other people's sheep?
Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest?
Well, where do I start?
How about at the beginning?
Right. I was born on a half-crescent dreaming moon
Of the quest, Fable.
Right. The quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Tregorin right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as see one farm after the other. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset.
Do you have trouble in the dark?
Emotionally?
Visually?
A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is still darkness, and I am no owl.
Thank God. You're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you'd do if you could turn your head all the way around.
Oh, God. Who says I can't? Just kidding. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing.
Not the normal kind.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer and I saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned up all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would calm her down. It confused me, all right. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person? Or an insane one? It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead.
Could that be very offensive to the whatever people these are? I've forgotten. Also, we have new people. We have Rhea and Kyle to read about. Rhea Frostgrip, kin, dwarf, age 175, pronouns she, her. Class blacksmith. Blacksmith is a class. Okay, maybe something similar to artificer. Background, alignment lawful neutral. Arcana the world. Rhea is a hot-headed dwarf, and pretty rough around the edges. She's not a fan of meaningless copy-paste NPC talk, whatever any of that means, and seems to have caught herself a lost vampire while digging for gold. Unfortunately, or so she claims, she is now stuck with him. Kyle, or rather, Alphonse Louis Frederic Duquette Dusang. Kin, vampire, age, background, he, him, or no, rather, pronouns, he, him. Class, vampire, background, Eridu, where? Alignment, chaotic neutral. Arcana, the fool. A peculiar visitor, looking everywhere for his beloved cape. However, it seems that he has definitely lost more than just that. Possibly also a few of his memories, and his marbles. He was once married to Lady Evelyn, a vampire countess residing in Marrow Castle, and enjoys sunbathing. Maybe a tad bit too much. We have those quests, and then... Oh. Okay. So that's where the Chimera is. Werewolf on Detours. And then in Moon Swamp, that's Evelyn's castle, Marrow Castle. It's an old, impressive castle atop the rocks of the Witch's Wrath Peak, section of the Rhyoliths mountain range. Its mist-cloaked silhouette gives every adventurer an unsettled feeling, especially in combination with the countless vampiric myths surrounding its doorstep. Rumors tell about vampiric nobility calling the castle their own, and many attribute the morbid decorations of its surroundings to this mysterious and possibly ancient inhabitant.
Okay. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a... what? So the confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice." And she asked who I was. No, I asked, "Who are you, a guard?" I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. You turned around immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes. Gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Kerling and the werewolf were on the ground fighting tooth and nail.
And the sheep you are holding.
Obviously, I set it down at that point.
Good. So you went to Fable's aid?
No, that ain't it.
I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, had an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear. That old... fart? Fuck? Old shit? Take your pick.
Hey, why can't I say that?
Oh no, they know they're being censored.
Shit! What the fuck?
Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh.
Dickbag.
Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years. Was coping about it by joking. There was a lot of apostrophes there. That's the only way I can talk about him these days. Because of the feud. Yeah. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he just left, ran away, without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedor behind, worried senseless. Till we found a letter saying not to look for him, and all that savings missing. Oh no! Fuck that guy. Took all your savings? Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to get those problems as far away from everyone as possible. Idiot. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. Oh. How did you figure that out?
Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads.
Oh.
My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But it got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would never have done that, of course, but they must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen.
Looked mighty scary there, little pal.
Thank you, I guess. I sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me.
That sounds rather dangerous. 'Twas. Wouldn't have stopped for them.
What?
You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves?
Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Kaelin and the miscommunication.
Feud.
The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course.
No, it ain't. We had known he'd helped. If we had known, we'd have helped him best we could. At the very least, we'd have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons.
He didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things, or Vukakin things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common.
The sheep?
No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. but the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. That silent resentment wasn't good for either of them.
And you got them to do that? The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talk about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first, and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a greatsword in his gut. Wonderful.
Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing.
The idiot got so obsessed with a cure, he still can barely control himself.
We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he'd done. That he has to accept he's different now, and learn how to live again. Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. We have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs.
That sounds like a bunch of bullshit.
It's real. You're a crescent moose.
What? Crescent moose?
We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy.
That sounds great.
It is. It's a happy ending.
I wouldn't call it an ending, rather the beginning of something new.
So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another one.
Exactly.
I like that.
So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together. Got offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything non-stop. Would think they live here or something.
I had to report back about the quest.
I'm glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolves.
Ah!
Said something about it being for you, Innkeep.
Oh, really? Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise.
Wasn't that hard, was it?
Well...
So, a drink. What can I offer you, Callan? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean, make me the usual. Strength never gets old. Can I use the bits and pieces or no? Yeah, it's just another southern brawler. Same as usual. Triple strength. And then one shot of Riz. And one shot of defense. Surprise. Ah. Not bad. You should do this professionally. What the fuck? Kellen. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you?
Do you have something that'll calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses. I've had a stressful day, night, morning, sequence of events.
We can do that. No energy for Eldon, Sag, that's okay. You can take it easy for the rest of the night. And was it strength or... Oh no, it's intelligence. And defense. My body is having shut down after waking up at 7 today. Unprompted, mind you. Oh yes, I got that yesterday. Although, I'd somewhat prepared for it. Because I needed to get up to get ready to go to work at 5:30 on Sunday, and that's my usual Sundays. But at 4 a.m., there were racer boys outside my window around my apartment. Just going at it at 4 a.m. What assholes, right? Here you go. You know what they say? Life is a race. I mean, if you race around like they were, I'm sure they'll get to the finish quite quickly. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Wow, this is perfect.
You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do look like they're going to pass out any second. So do you.
Maybe sleep is a good idea. Caitlin, do you have a place to sleep?
I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. This is an inn. Stay here. It's fine. It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie.
See you late. Oh.
Are you heading home, Fable?
Yes, I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly.
Maybe take a nap first.
Yes, that too.
Did you enjoy your first quest?
I did. It was scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming.
Ooh, dialogue option. Pops and bangs? Oh yeah, all the sort. All the pops, all the bangs, all the revs. Like she gonna change her song from nymphs soon enough? Or maybe. If you considered that you weren't pretending. Yes, very good job. Maybe you should order that drink more often. No, let's build that self-confidence.
Huh.
You did well, Fable.
Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure.
You think this is just the beginning?
That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day?
That's a very tall order.
You're right. I'm not cut out for that.
I didn't say that. I just prefer it if the world didn't end.
Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help.
Maybe you should ask... Oh,
maybe you should ask Carolyn first, but I'd be happy to be second.
We'll see.
Let's hope we won't. I like this world, and you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make for a good song. Or a sad one.
Or both.
I'm going to head home now.
Do that. I'll stock up on quests for you.
I can't wait. See you soon.
See you soon. Ooh, another morning done. Hello, emo edgy boy. I'm not 100% on your voice yet, because it was very gruff. But maybe if you open up a bit more, we can find out more about you. Good evening to you too. Oh, quest taken. This quest, it wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. That seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. Yeah, okay. No, never mind. Never mind. We just go like full edgelord. We've committed now. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? You didn't like that? No. My legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally. Physically. Emotionally. Emotionally? Want to take on that quest. Go to the castle to get the cape. I mean... Yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So, you know of the castle? Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings, of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence. Me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has. Once. Had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So, she was only here at night. Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask. Sure, yes. Would guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of dink? What kind of dink? Bro. That's not even a word. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Don't worry about it. Did you hear about wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes. She has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to stay clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or another. As a grave, as a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire. She seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins you pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. The only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. The consequences being you. Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I am one with the shadows and the wind, gone before they even notice I'm there. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures. Whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair. Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I prefer something smaller, like a trinket. My walls are still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. See what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me. Along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No. Too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? Secrets. Secrets. I have many. Grant me one. I shall. I know this may come as a shock to you, but I was here before, just yesterday. You may not remember, because you barely noticed me in the shadows. I was so stealthy, I spent hours just watching from afar. That is definitely a secret. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You looked so worried after the adorable green one left. Like you thought they might trip straight into a monster's maw. And you're swift with your hands, and fast with the knife. All right. Enough secrets. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. Was finally able to unpack them. Infusions? Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? Ooh. A dink never heard of fair dinkum? I haven't. Having a day today, ordering is fun, cleaned up kitchen, exam went well, but still depresso. Maybe coffee? No, maybe that is a depressant. I'm not sure. Is coffee a depressant? Maybe water? Maybe sleep. Food? Good food? Many options. Caffeine is upper. Well. Sleep overrated? Well, I disagree there. I had one, well, I guess you could say 2 short naps. You could also say 1 very long nap today. I slept until like 4 p.m. from 1. That's a long sleep. Be going to sleep soon? My gosh. Is it late? It is 10 p.m. And it is Tuesday tomorrow. So if you need to head off, Nige, no problem. Oh dear. I was already hovering. Boop. A hug? That's a good suggestion as well, Cheeky Kiki. Gonna make me some cheese toast. That sounds good. Just sleepy and old? Aren't we all? Aren't we all? For your purposes, I think you could benefit from either some fey crystals or a frozen pine cone. The frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. The fey crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn you invisible. Eventually, and for a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some phoenix chilies, but I don't think those would be very useful for your situation. Interesting. So, what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature. So I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though, that does sound appealing. What? Zephyr, you want to be bitten? Strength I can do. And some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely. To outstealth her and steal the cape from right under her pale nose. So that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity. And some invisibility could help with staying unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision, Innkeep. Your wisdom is no secret, is it? I think dexterity. Now that I have access to infusions, I have to be careful of how they interact with other ingredients. They might alter the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so that I mix the correct recipe. The coaster? This? Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjusting the drink from there. Let's give it a try. So, this one is Fey Crystal, which is negatives to strength, but gives invisibility and is a boost to intelligence and dexterity. That one is Frost Armor, good for strength and defense, but not dex. Then this one is Chilies, which does strength and defense. Yeah, it's fire resistance, right? Yeah. But minus to intelligence. But let's go, how do I add this? Oh, there we are. Let's go stealth. 1, 2, 3. And then Swift Strike. Wait, what? Oh, that's not the one. Swift Strike. That's what we needed, right? Yeah. And then it's 1 wisdom and 1 defense. Huh? Oh, wait. So does the Fey Crystal... It does. Okay. So adding the Fey Crystal gives like a boost in a different way. Okay. I think I need to try this again. Feed Andu an invisible potion? Oh, that's a good idea. Just gonna put a little bit of that in, and then... No, it doesn't get rid of the ingredient. So then we just... maybe take it out first, and then put 1 in. So that's where that needs to be. Okay, so it doesn't matter if I put it in either way. Okay, so maybe it's... maybe it's okay if that's a 2. That's at 3 now.
this one is too high. It's not the right drink. Has to be the recipe. But how? That's the fake crystal. Is there something that brings that down again? I'll just put another one of these in. This is not the right drink. Has to be the recipe that fits. Do you need to pour 5? Yeah. Yeah, I did just try that. But I have too much intelligence because this gives a boost to intelligence. So how do I... Because that is a swift strike. Can I get rid of... Okay, so let's make the Swift Strike first. Until it says, this is a Swift Strike. Then blue. And then purple. A Swift Strike. But then if I add this... It's not the right drink. Betting on MC being Fey Warlock? It's a good guess. Certainly. Right. Much like the playful Fey they are named after, Fey crystals deceive. They're not actually crystals, but magical plants handmade by Seelie sages, wishing to share their magical gifts with the world. Invisibility is the perfect aid for stealth quests, as well as hunting. Very helpful for avoiding fights entirely. Can I, like, weaken it a little? Okay. So just getting rid of the charisma does boost us. Ah! Gotcha. It worked. So we didn't need any of the intelligence because the infusion gave it a passive 1 boost. I'm with you. Tavern Talk liked my tweet. Ha! Nice. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. A garlic breath. Not quite. But that's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something. Keep. Then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Good one. It tastes like... not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No. Only the absence of it. That makes 2 of us. Zephyr is Italian. Okay, we're learning more. Italians like garlic, right? Ah, no, it's the French. The French like garlic. Hopefully, or rather, hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are as swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me, goodbye.
innkeep. I would say pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the realm keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave, or for a good story. Farewell. Ah. Or for a bitter end. Character number 5, Zephyr, Kin Air Echo. Age 25, pronouns he, they. Class Rogue. Background Themis. Alignment Chaotic Good, Arcana the Moon. Zephyr is a difficult character, to say the least. They're so caught up in their own fantasies of an edgy rogue that they seem to be stuck talking or brooding like one too. Okay, good. So we did actually get his voice down okay. He likes all things dangerous and mysterious. Or at least he pretends he does. And I really like this song that's playing right now. I guess it's Zephyr's theme. It sort of reminds me of The Last of Us. Gives me the same sort of vibes, which is a good vibe to have. Especially for music. Oh, hello. Oh wow, look at that braid. That's awesome. I'm taking this quest and a drink. Great. Did you sleep well? What? Sleep. How was it? Nah. Fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. Nah. Your beds are just too comfortable. It was hard to get up. Of course. My apologies. I will make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Should I add a Raven's Call somewhere in there? Edgy Rogue? Well, we do have this jackdaw. Right here. Edgy Rogue needs a somber vibe theme. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Would you like a drink as compensation? Think I already said that. Maybe something strong that will wake me up. And keep me up too. Ooh. Jackdaws are mean? Are they? Well, this one seems to be friendly. Something strong. So, Southern Brawler. Wait, hold on. Do we add... I mean, a chili, maybe? Will give us a boost to defense straight away. So we could add in... Add in one of the Riz juice. And then all strength. And it would wake her up, you're right. Southern Brawler. Good. Something strong coming right up. That is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink the Kaelin. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Wait, which quest are you taking? Oh, the Chimera one. Aren't you? Because that was taken today as well. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. I see it is my turn to make conversation. Hey, Miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It has been hours since I've done anything, but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit still for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating and I forget who I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. That too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire's sunscreen couldn't get more reckless than that. It could be taking Elfie along. Oh wait, it could be taking Elfie along? Oh, wait, with it being boring. Gotcha. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So, the saliva's for a vampire. Vampire sunscreen. Can a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. I suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimeras steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay, nervous. Ain't that either. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing, I'm asking. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one, or to survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about guardians? It's less about the guardian and more about what created it. Maybe a little about the chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yes, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So, let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? They're cool. Also, when I was little, my Baba used to tell me bedtime stories about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of them realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them and all. Hey, chimera that breathes fire, and you gave her chili already? Yeah, that's true. We gave her the fire resistance. We were thinking ahead there, for sure. That was on purpose. Yep. My sword's one of those. Passed it on to me before she passed. Left. One day she was just gone. Think she wanted to spend her last moment somewhere else. Like a cat? Do cats do that? I'd like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Rumor unlocked a relic of the Realm Keepers. Your family has a leaving problem. At least she left our savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest, it almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No, was the only kind she never encountered. It quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales. Even a cow one, I think. A cow chimera. I'd like to see that. But never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much. So, you like dragons? Yeah, sure. Who doesn't? They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical. They are. Fascinating. And magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic. And their wings. You could just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic shit. Chimeras of Bull and the Bear, the market animal. Bull and a bear. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. So, does magic come from dragons in this scenario? Or the keepers? A little self-reliance don't either. If you say so. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Kaelin? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help? It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help with your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. We've already given you one. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of a boost for this body couldn't hurt. Alright, they're quick and toothy, so don't need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. Are you sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of a phoenix chili would make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. She already is. Dragons, you're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies, or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. Okay. Which one should we go for? Now, realistically, we have already given her fire resistance with the Southern Brawler. So maybe we could go for the intelligence build, which is Sparkling Nebula, one we've not made before. Though that would lead her to go down a route which isn't combat-oriented. But the Frosted Lagoon would force that story path. Beef her up, I think? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. We'll save the Sparkling Nebula for another time, though I'm sure it's beautiful. The Frosted Lagoon protects you from any... Oh yeah, it's this one again. Yeah, we know this one. So, chili. Nope. And then a couple shots of this. And we don't need the strength one anymore, so we can actually do 4 of these.
Word of our community's acclaim spreads.
Occaroon. Fancy seeing you here. Welcome to the tavern, everybody. We're just making some drinks. Can I get you something? Welcome, welcome. let me give you a shout out. How are things today? Animal Crossing, New Horizons. Betsy, hello Tempestus. Hello Harry. Ranger Jazz. Hi, come with the rain.
Welcome back. Your
It's nice to meet you,
loyalty
Ranger.
is greatly appreciated.
Warmin T, Amaria. Hello, hello. Hey mate, how's it going? Looking forward to Friday?
Another loyal
I sure am.
devotee.
Tempestus, thank you for resubscribing for 4 months in a row. 5 total. And Ranger, thank you for the follow. You're very kind. Doesn't my lovely heart look nice, Bats? It sure does, Harry. It looks beautiful. Yes, I'll have the best water you have. Yes, absolutely. Would you like an icy pine cone with your water? Or a red hot chili? Or a fey crystal, perhaps? Luxury Pigeon is also here. Hello, Pidge. Same question to you. Are we dreading Friday, or are we looking forward to it? I actually saw a little bit of gameplay on stream earlier today. It looks difficult. Seeing as all of you guys have played those sorts of games before, I'm not worried. You're going to drag me up the hells, I'm sure. K4, hello. Or is it Kyle? Kale? Maybe it's Kale. K4LE, Kale. Nice to have you here. Very much looking forward to Friday. Ah, that's wonderful. Fae Crystal 100%. Fae Crystal? I think it's FAE. Loved every minute of your voice filling my ears. Oh, Tempest. Well, welcome to Tavern Talk. I should introduce myself as well. Hello, I'm Batsy. If you don't know who I am a person on the internet that plays video games for the entertainment of all. I'm also occasionally a voice actor, which, you know, is whatever. But we do play a lot of story-based, kind of like reading-heavy games, and occasionally play games with friends too, which is a lot of fun. Oh, wait, I accidentally took this out. I need to put that back in. So this game is Tavern Talk. It's only a week or two old. If you've ever heard of a similar titled game called Coffee Talk, this was heavily inspired by that game, which is like a visual novel-esque type of game where you get to know a variety of characters and make them drinks in both titles. In this one, though, it's a fantasy themed. It's Dungeons and Dragons meets Coffee Talk. Two of my favorite games. And so far we're what? 2.5 hours in, 3-hour stream. I'm enjoying it. It's very charming. We'll give it that. Did you want to work on this game, Bats? I did. Harry, well done. Yes, I auditioned for this game. Well, not for the game itself. They don't actually have any voices in this game. They have a narrator for the trailers on Steam, and I auditioned for that, though it was a long shot from the beginning, because in the audition information, it said that they were mainly looking for feminine, kind of like soft voices. And I was like, fair enough. They were open to other types of voices as well, which, I mean, I can't exactly describe my voice as feminine or soft. But I gave it a try, and they didn't go for me. But it's alright. It came out wonderfully, anyway. As expected. Been avoiding all gameplay. I want the most pain possible. I only watched about 60 seconds of it. So really, I don't know anything. Start blushing every time I visit here. You're too sweet, Tempestus. But yeah, I didn't want to spoil myself too much on Unchained. Unchained? No, Chained Together. Unchained is probably a different game. Goy Talk, I love that game. Oh my god, I need this game now. We'd love to see it. Yeah, it's I recommend it. It only came out like a week or two ago. Hello, Katie. Welcome in. Just burnt the heck out of my mouth on a mini churro. Oh no. Why would you do that? You gotta wait for them to cool down first, Katie. Always wanted to get into voice acting, but I don't know where to start. I have to get into it anyway, just gotta get out of my way. Own way. I wouldn't say your voice isn't soft. It has a... yeah. I don't know. Gravelly is a good way to describe my voice, which is probably not what they were going. But thank you. And as for the voice acting thing getting started, you just gotta make things. Help people out in making their things, and get out there. Now, the old ways say that voice acting is little v, big A. So the more acting experience you have, the better voice acting, like gigs and experience you'll get along the same lines. But my observations say that's not necessarily true anymore, seeing as more and more streamers are voice actors too, and they have oftentimes no acting experience whatsoever, but they have become personalities on the internet, and then someone says, I want them in my video game, I want them in my anime, and then they do. So who knows what the rules are in this internet age that we find ourselves in. But that's the old ways, and will still ring true if you can get acting experience. Then that will help voice acting a lot. Trying to describe your voice, but I can't without being banned. You won't be banned here, Tempestus. You won't be banned here. Never ban you. So are those filled with chocolate? Wait, the churro had chocolate in it. I thought you dipped them in chocolate. Doesn't hurt to have it? Definitely not. Definitely not. Oh.
Word of our community's
No way.
acclaim spreads.
I was just about to get going with the game again. And then another raid is headed our way. Tato beans. Hello.
Enjoy your stay.
Well, I suppose we'll do the introduction again then. Hello, Tay. It's been a minute. How are you, my dear? Allow me to give you a shout out as well. Tato
Our
beans.
community
Wait a minute. Hold on.
grows.
I was just talking about Chained Together and how I was watching 60 seconds of a streamer because I didn't want to spoil myself, but I wanted to check it out. And that streamer was you, Tay. I was watching you play Chained Together earlier today. But I'm going to play it on Friday, and I didn't want to spoil myself in the puzzles and things. So I was like, oh, how does the game look? Does it look good? And it did look good. And you just finished a puzzle where there were spinning logs,
Unwavering purpose.
which were knocking you down for a while. You're going to love it? I'm sure I will. Thank you again for sending 82 of you over here. Bloody hell, that's a lot.
An earnest disciple.
And thank you for all the follows. Cosmodius, Mr. Ban, Offie Man, Banoffee Man. Great name. It's lovely to have you all here. If you don't know who I am, I'll do a little introduction of myself again. My name's Batsy, or Bats. I play story-based games, often filled with text that needs reading, and
You're back.
I am an occasional voice actor. Welcome back, Kale. Fear not, for it is I, Mr. Banoffee Man. Pardon me, but my ears are jizzing. Yeah. I'm going to use the hide action and get to bed. See you Friday, handsome man. Ah, yes. See you Friday, Ocker. Thanks again for your raid as well. On my bats, my ears have been blessed. Ruby Vamp Official. There's a lot of you. So anyway, if having a nice, relaxing sort of stream to whisk you off to sleep to sounds like your kind of vibe, you're all more than welcome. Take a seat or head to bed and listen in as we play this game for probably another hour or so tonight. Just the best. Oh. If I was to imagine the kind of bedroom voice I'd like to hear, it's a voice like your... Oh, Tempestus. Tempestus, please. There are so many new friends here. Cosmodius, thank you for the 20 bits. It's very sweet of you. Such pizzazz, such glamour, wonderfully devious. That voice will indeed be in my creamy dreams. I shouldn't expect anything less from a Tay raid. Good night, I'm going to sleep. Good night, Kale. Apologize, that was the most polite version. You don't need to apologize. But yes, how far into Chained Together did you get? Is it possible to tell? Do you have like a progress meter? I didn't stay long enough to figure that out. But you seem to be doing well. Me when the voice. I've forgotten about the large emotes. No spoilers, but it was amazing. Okay, gotcha. Well, I'll be playing that Friday with a bunch of lads, and no doubt we'll be effing and blinding at each other, blaming each other for not being able to escape the house. Okay. So, let's get back to the game for now, I think. Are you going to play on easy or hard mode? There's 2 difficulties? I had no idea. How? No doubt that we'll probably play on hard mode. These messages are certainly something. It's what I come to expect some days. Try the rest of your stream. Oh, you heading off, Kale? No problem. Take care. Voice is so calming. Thank you, Banoffee Man. Alright. Also, I usually say, when I get raided, everybody that just came in, make sure you look after yourselves, okay? Get some food, water, stretch.
An earnest disciple.
Or go to bed, if you need to. Get some sleep. After streaming, especially you, Tay, I'm looking at you. Streamers don't look after themselves while they're streaming. So you gotta go do that, alright? And then afterwards, if you want, you can hang out. Tato Chip 420. Thank you for the follow. Do you have to go eat and get comfy? It's crochet time, but I'll leave the most loving lurk up. You're very kind. Tay played for 5.5 hours. Didn't get food? Tay, don't disappoint me. Go and look after yourself. Alright. Let's serve this drink. Figured it out. Thanks. Feeling tougher already. And dangerously close to catching fire myself. Think I could almost take on a dragon like this. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. Somebody else here? No. That was it. That was the day. Drink does look very good. It does, doesn't it? Perfect on a summer's evening. I have to go now to do puppy chores. I will give them all a hug for you, Betsy. Please do, Tempestus. Luck with loves. Enjoy the luck. Starlight Sonata, 60th of the Wake. Act 1. Who are you? Interesting. Hey, Innkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see.
So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season.
A lot to do.
Yeah. The birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know.
They do, indeed.
Anyways, hand over a drink, will you?
Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again.
You know me well. Too well, I guess.
It's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out.
I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today.
Am I now?
Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits.
Of course.
So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation.
That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. With this voice, you could convince me, an Eskimo, to buy ice cream from you. Hey. Okay, so we do... What was it? Frosted Lagoon. And I don't think I could be that convincing, unfortunately. Did we need... no, we don't really need a infusion. Just put some more of that in. Then throw in some of the Riz juice. And strength. I hope we get some more combinations here and there. That would be nice. How do I steal this voice? How do I transfer it into my own vocal cords? Well, I did do a deal with the devil to get this one. So if you want it, either do your own deal with the devil or fight me for it. Bring up those fisticuffs. Let's go. Town is so cute outside too, I can't handle it. It's adorable. And this is our little dragon friend, Andu. If we mess up a drink, we can just give him the juice. And start again. Bring it. Alright. Put him up. Which of them? As Cosmodius, I am son of the devil of last. Maybe I can make a bargain. It's under contract. I'm not allowed to discuss who I made a deal with. So, you'll need to do your homework. But I suppose being Cosmodius, it gives you an advantage over most. Dormammu? Could have been. Could have been Dormammu as well, potentially. Liquid steel. Just a bit more digestible.
This is exactly what I need for my trip.
I can't spacebar this, okay. Where are you headed anyways?
Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention.
Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population.
convention is especially for creatures, like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. Clever. Very clever.
That sounds exciting.
It'll be a sight to behold for sure. Do you know what I'm most excited about?
Gnomes?
Gnomes? I've yet to meet a gnome on Boreas.
They're pretty shy, but they craft cute little trinkets. Always wanted to have one for my tavern.
If I run into a gnome, I'll buy a trinket for you.
I know it's pronounced gnome. It's, by the way, everyone knew. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you?
The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year, when the mornings are still a bit chilly, and the sun tickles the sky on the horizon.
That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too.
Bet. I bring in an extra set of paints this time, so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that.
Seems like you're well prepared either way.
Absolutely.
How are the birds doing apart from being in distress?
Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing up to such a lively bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat.
I'm guessing you're, or maybe that was me, I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merling along to the convention.
Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to their treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you?
I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention.
Well then, so long, Innkeep. See you soon.
She must have downed that drink. Was it Belial? I bet it was him. He is so devious, I'll never tell. Loose lips sink ships, Casmodius. There's now 99 in every stat. If you ever multi-class 1 into monk, 1 into barbarian, 3 into wizard, you'll be unstoppable. Andu. Oh, yes. Yeah. We have given him plenty of drinks already. Belphegor. Lazy ruler. Of course, he's one to make quick contracts to divide the weight of responsibilities. Potentially good guesses all round. Could you make a deal with a devil to find out about a deal with another devil? Probably, right? May not be a favorable deal. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day?
I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Kaelin's quest and the Wyvern Chimera.
Oh, so you heard about that.
She told me before she left, in case she told me things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back.
I think so too. Did you have a tea with the Wells?
Of course, we had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings.
Which stars?
Both sets, they specialize in Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all? But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about their reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors, echoes and distorts the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, Fable. Very.
That's what I thought, so well...
What is it, Fable?
I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather, that Kerlin was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves.
Yes, I recall.
A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you...
I like trinkets.
Oh,
What is it?
it's a piece of embroidery of a constellation.
Oh, that's cute.
The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us stories and myths about stars and their twin reflections. I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm.
Maybe he had made a deal with the Muffin Man. Shit. The Muffin Man knows. The Muffin Man? The one that lives on Drury Lane? Shit, I'd forgotten. Well, maybe it wasn't him after all.
I call it the Little Dipper.
Drury Lane.
Yeah, that was it.
It's been a long time since I've seen Shrek. Or, you know, recited the nursery rhyme. Oh! It's up here now. That's lovely. I think it could also be a Big Dipper.
A Big Dipper?
Last time I checked, stars weren't known to be very small.
Do you think there's a world somewhere out there with a constellation called the Big Dipper in the night sky?
That's us. They're talking about us. There might be. Maybe the Big Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example.
A bear? Innkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming something up now.
Most likely.
Are you fond of the stars surrounding us?
I do like to watch them from time to time.
Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea?
Astral.
Really? That's surprising. Then again, you do help people change, just like Cassiopeia. You'll have to give me your birth data soon, so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course.
It is. I'll write it all down for you.
That's great, thank you.
I think you may be a double jackdaw. We have a jackdaw.
You?
We'll see.
We will.
Until then, care for a drink to wind down. Or something more zesty, perhaps.
A drink, please. I think I've figured out how to make my own zest.
Good on you. Happy to hear that, Fable.
But drinks, not sure how to make those just yet. Especially those with the right balance. I'll still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So, could you make me something that will keep me awake and agile? Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need?
I'm on it.
Thank you. One moment.
Oh, that was me. Thank you. One moment. It is right down the road from me. Oh! You're familiar with the Muffin Man. Wait, the Muffin Man shares a road with Casmodius. I don't think that bodes well for me. Or my voice. Okay. So we got new rumors that will eventually turn into quests. Both of these quests have been accepted, and that one's been completed. Oh. There's gotta be more ingredients down the road, right? Only 5? Or maybe it's like more, yeah, it's more infusions. Gotcha. So we wanted to make Swift Strike. So we need some dexterity. Well, a lot of dexterity. A little bit of mindfulness. And a touch of defense. delicious.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Cosmodius, thank you for subscribing. Barely known each other for half an hour, and you've decided to support the stream. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Enjoy those new emotes. Well, I say new. New for you. I don't think I've gotten any new emotes for a while, except for old Batsy. Ooh, I'm so old. Fortunately not, I live down the road from Shrek. He likes telling the stories to the little ones at night, sometimes quite loud. Oh dear. I don't know how Shrek would be as a neighbor, but at the very least, I'm sure he'd keep to himself. Keep a closer eye on you, figure out a way to harness that devious voice. Well, thank you. And once you figure out a way, let me know. I'm sure we can strike a deal of our own. You could have like a weekend custody, perhaps? We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need.
I think you may also need a break. So maybe stay a while before heading back.
That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit, if that's okay.
Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable.
Thank you.
Oh, hello. Again. Greetings, Inkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature.
Greetings, Mr. Vampire.
Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink?
I am, thank you.
Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Inkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it.
I did not.
Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment. With winding paths and dark corners, anything could be hiding within them.
Like a vampire?
No, silly snack. You don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek, I am very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn.
It's not that young.
The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear Innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it.
I like the sound of that.
As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet?
Not yet.
Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. Maybe a bargain like Ariel did with Ursula, except I would grant you legs. Perhaps a different, more ideal price. What could I do with having more of? So, I'm pretty sure it was this, and... Was it this? Southern Brawler. Yeah, it is.
Proliferate.
Another raid. Relentless tonight. Maybe I'm streaming too long. Maybe this is my site. No, wait, I started streaming earlier. It's only 11 p.m. Right, Big Chimkin. Thank you for the raid. Let me give you a shout out. How are you, my friend? How is Final Fantasy XIV Online? Shadow of a Doubter 1. Let's show them what we're made of for the Bok Bok Brigade charge. Oh, you came in on the raid. That's the raid message of Right Big Chimkin. Hello, Shadow of a Doubter. Not often live when I'm live, so I always like to raid. You're very kind. Thank you. How is Final Fantasy? Ding. Welcome to Tavern Talk, by the way. This is a new game as of about 2 weeks ago. It is D&D. Oh, I will drink some water. Thank you, tiny little boy. That sounds so weird. Ugh.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Okay, I am hydrated. Shadow of a Doubter. Thank you for subscribing. Wow. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Jim wasn't lying. Your voice is very soothing. Well, some may think so. I appreciate that. Enjoy those new emotes. Okay, I will say, there's no music. Where's all the music? You've just come in on a raid, right, Big Chimkin? You've probably streamed for, I'm gonna guess, like 3 hours, maybe more with Final Fantasy. You and all your raiders, make sure you look after yourselves. Get some food, get some water. Stretch, go to bed. Whatever it is that you need to do, go ahead and do it. If you've done all of that, well, then you're more than welcome to stay. But you gotta look after yourselves too. Final Fantasy was good, chatting shit for 2 hours. Sounds like an MMO to me. Be listening, he said as ominously as possible. I do have some suspicious individuals. We have Casmodius in chat as well, trying to steal my voice. So lots of ominous figures around. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Thingkeep. Oh. Ah, there's the music. Kyle's theme. Gotcha. But Shadow of a Doubter, yeah, it's nice to meet you. And anyone else that was new that come in. My name's Bouncy. It's nice to have you here. We do play video games on the internet sometimes. I know. Shocker. And I am a voice actor occasionally. Part-time. Sort of thing. When I get work. Do you know an octopus lady that can help us? Ursula. No. I would never recommend actually working with Ursula. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled The Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your Kate will be reunited. Marvelous! Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taken the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire, and my hand, and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The reaping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. Are we sure that it was that? And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Oh, love crepes. Curious Mr. Bats, what kind of voice would thee put onto me with the slim knowledge that you have gathered of me thus far? Now, all the knowledge I have of you, Casmodius, is that you are a devil and or a demon from the hells that lives on Drury Lane or on a neighboring street to Drury Lane, is acquainted with Ursula and the Muffin Man, as well as other devils and demons. So I would say a roguish one. Whatever that means, I'll leave up to you. Or perhaps you're just very British. Love that the Muffin Man is a demon. It's the law now. I am a Banoffee Man. Banoffee Man is also a demon. It is rumored. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles. Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape? Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would never have agreed to that. It is my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my... or rather, maybe he wanted my Pascal recipe. Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me? They asked me about you. Oh dear, me? Yes. Said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver your greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. Oh. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace your precious innkeep has found in his house of denial. Oh, okay. Interesting. Faux peace. House of denial. What does that mean? We're learning about ourselves. I've also just realized that we're using a vial of poison, or jar of poison. It's like a candlestick holder. And what is... that looks like a brain. Or is it a ladybug? Or maybe they're ladybugs. Is that like a snake or something? Weird ingredients on this shelf. British or no, I'm of Nordic descent. Some could call it Scandinavian. Ah, okay. A Nordic devil. Understood. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest of trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I brought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. That's good, sir. I'm going to depart and head to my sleep chamber. You must have a wonderful stream and pleased to meet you. I am most pleased to make your acquaintance as well, Mr. Banoffee Man. Have a good night, and thank you for being here. Nordic, Roman, Greek, Germanic, Asian, it won't matter. The devils reach far and wide across this plane. They hide among us, pretending to be us. But no, Casmodius, you're right. Those things that go bump in the night are very real. Sorry, I vanished. Welcome back, Harry. Hi, Harry. Your friend brought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Oh, Kyle. Oops. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. So sweet. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself, to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She is the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how it will change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way that I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. The refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. I think she still hates you. You are hard to dislike. Do we become friends with Kyle? Love Rhea and Kyle's friendship. Kyle is openly adoring, and Rhea is surly but caring. They are very sweet, aren't they? I think we also become friends. You are hard to dislike. Oh, how sweet of you, as sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There is nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all the more precious. Oh, I like that. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend Stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said... what was it? Don't think too hard about it. Of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Oh. Did you need to stab it? Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No. I don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic? Longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend. It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? They have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks. Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. Oh. Oh. The fucking town's on fire. Oh no. What is going on? I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? It is beautiful, though.
Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They are falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. 5, picking up the pieces. Ooh. What is it better than a devil you know? Don't know. A devil you do. Okay, Raphael. I'm starting to see through your guise. God, I've lost track of time. I need to go to bed. Thanks for stream. No problem, Robson. We've just finished Act 1. That might be a good opportunity to call it there for myself as well, as we approach the 4-hour mark. I know there's a lot of you, and I'd love to keep streaming, but also, we've been blessed with many raids, so it'd be wonderful to send you all off to somebody else just as deserving of all of your attention. Merely a saying passed on by a dear friend. Asmodeus, I've got my eye on you. Yeah, good night, Robson. Take care, okay? So let's see, who can we find raid today? Back to Twitch. Who is online? Ah, wonderful. Speaking of Nordic, I have a Nordic friend who is currently playing a game called 7 Days to Die. She popped in here at the beginning of the stream. She's lovely, and also has an adorable voice, and I want her to voice act this game with me. So maybe, if I send you all her way, we can coax her to join in me one day and playing this game with me. Nope, invalid username. Come on now. I can do better than that. Killith. Kill. Haha. His friend Deco82 is on. He's back streaming. He's on with Killy. Oh, well, we'll raid Killy then, and it's like doing both. Fellow Nord, marvelous. Yes, yes. So thank you all for being here. If you would like to see more of me, I do try to stream a couple times a week. Life stuff does also get in the way occasionally, but we have a Discord if you'd like to know. Shadow of a Doubter, you subscribed before following. That's incredible. I don't know how you did that, but thank you for the follow. We have a Discord where I do try to keep you all in the loop of when I will be going live each week. Otherwise, you know, just keep an eye on those Twitch notifications. If that's not your thing, that's a-okay. There's a Twitter, there's other bits and pieces too, but the Discord is where you can find me. That's just in the description below. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the many follows and new subscriptions and bits. You're all wonderful. Have a wonderful evening, okay? I haven't even switched to my thanks for watching screen. There we are. And I'll see you for the next one, alright? Ta-ta for now.
Okay. I like to do with tuna.